This is a video response to Loconut's video where he asked people to do a video response on why they post videos on YouTube. I've said the word video 4 times in the same sentence. That's probably not good. Anyway, it's not good to laugh at things you say either. That don't look good either. Okay, anyhow, I think first off I'll start out by talking about why I watch videos on YouTube, or maybe more specifically why I watch as many videos as I do on YouTube, which I think I'll use a little bit of an analogy here. This is a bag of Reasons. Some of the best chocolate in the world, by the way. Just fantastic, chewy, rich chocolate, great stuff. I opened this bag about an hour ago, and this is kind of how this bag is right now. That wasn't all of them. Some of them are in the trash, but anyway, I don't know how the Hershey's chocolate got in there. That's another story. But anyway, I would show you one of these if I could, but they're all gone. But there's the wrapper anyway. Reasons. Anyhow, what did I say? Anyhow and anyway 3 or 4 times. Oh well, no worse than 3 or 4. No worse than a few times, I guess. But like Reasons, a finite amount of goodness right there, which is a good thing in a way, because you wouldn't really want an infinite amount of Reasons. YouTube, on the other hand, is like a bottomless bag of Reasons. There's just so much stuff to watch out there on YouTube. It really is pretty much infinite as far as the amount of time that you have to watch. I mean, if there's more than 24 hours a day worth of video of good videos posted on YouTube, then to you there's an infinite amount of videos, because if there's more than 24 hours a day, that's a lot more than you're going to get through watching. Okay, so moving on to why I post videos on YouTube. As far as I'm concerned, it taps into my creative side. I've always felt that I'm at least a somewhat creative person, but in more small doses. I'm not going to be a person who ever writes a novel. I wrote a few short stories. I actually did start a novel one time, made about 100 pages on it, and it got to be, even though I felt it was pretty good work, it got to be such a tremendous chore, and I got so bored with it that the last third of it, I could read it and I could just see the quality of it just tailing way off. So I just don't have the discipline to do that. I truly admire people who do, but that's just not for me. So I can be creative in little short bursts, much easier, 5-10 minute bursts. Although most of my videos are longer than that, it's just because I ramble. If you cut out, on most of mine, if you cut out all the rambling, got down just to the meat of things, they would be much shorter, which would probably mostly be a good thing. But and the other aspect of it is that I have quite a bit of history of Alzheimer's in my family, which is something that I worry about for myself quite a bit. I mean, every time you forget car keys or forget where your glasses are, it's something that you think about, or I do anyway, because I do have, the history in my family. And one of the things that you're supposed to do is to help prevent that, if there is any way to prevent it. You're supposed to keep your mind active, which posting videos on YouTube is without question something which will keep your mind very active. You have to think up what you're going to do. You got to plan the logistics of it, all the various camera angles and things of that nature. So I think that is a help. It does seem to stimulate my mind quite a bit. And another thing that you're supposed to, they claim you're supposed to do if you're worried anything like about Alzheimer's, is you should do puzzles or even video games or just games in general. Which, don't get me wrong, I like puzzles, crossword puzzles, various other kind of puzzles. Although I've never really got into this Sudoku thing that people like. I need to try that just to see what the deal is on that. To me, the puzzles and games are more of a two-dimensional experience, much like a side-scroller computer game, where we're doing videos is much more of a three-dimensional experience, like a 3D video game, if you will, or maybe even four-dimensional or infinitely dimensional experience. It's dimensions that aren't even there, if that makes any sense. I know it, from a technical standpoint it don't make any sense, but maybe from a figurative standpoint, maybe perhaps it does. But anyway, that's why I post videos on YouTube. It's fun, it's interesting, it keeps my mind active, and I just enjoy doing it. I really enjoy reading everybody's comments. I think anyone who posts on YouTube enjoys reading the comments. Maybe even more so the people who don't get a lot of comments. I don't really get a lot, but I've only got 10 subscribers. But I'm thankful for the 10 I have. So I mean, I didn't know when I started this if I would ever have any subscribers, but I do have 10. So I mean, to me that's amazing. That's amazing to me that I even have 10. But thank all you guys out there, all you 10. You know who you are, and I will do eventually subscriber tribute someday whenever I get enough. But 10's maybe not quite enough yet. All right, so that's why I post videos on YouTube. Bye, everybody.